All right, we're back with another solve. This time it's going to be the last chance qualification round. So this is a list of children, gifts they want, food and drink left for Santa, and then whether they have these positive things here. If more than 2 of those are true, then they're nice. Otherwise, they're on the naughty list. Santa also has a certain amount of space that toys take up in his sack. So let's get right into it. So the first bonus, how many children have first names beginning with X, M, A, or S? So let's just do left of this, and that's going to just take out one letter, and I can use the most of, lambda, and I just want to find Xmas, so I should include A, M, S, and X, which is down here. So the sum of those is 2697. 2697. How many are fair, mindful, welcoming, and compassionate? So how many have 4 of those true? So I'll say count if that equals true. Oh yeah, you have to do a comma in that one. And then I should be able to just do most of on it again, actually. And then how many are 4? 577. 577. Which surname appears most frequently? So let's just do the surname. Text after this and a space. Curtis. This most of lambda is really rattling through these bonus questions. Which state has a nationwide ban on one of the toys? Okay, so I'm looking for a toy that's only been requested in a single state. So I'm going to do unique of the toys. Then I want to see how many states they're in. So I'm going to do filter the states where the toy, let's just lock all of that, is this. That's going to give me a list of states. I don't know what's going on, damn slow because I'm ill. And I basically want to do rows of that. And then I should have something that comes out with only 1. 9 states. Because I haven't done unique. So I want to do unique in there. And then something should come out with 1. So everything's sold in 50 states. Dartboard is sold in 1 state, so that's the toy. And it's asking for what the state is. So let's just remove the rows and we'll be able to find what the state is for that item there. New York. Assume that A equals 1. What is the score of the highest score in transfer? Okay, so I just need the alphabet down here. So let's do sequence 26. And then I want to do sequence 26, the character of it. Oh, I'm typing a load of rubbish here. So I should say equals character of sequence of 26. God, but I'm going to start at 65, and that should give me the alphabet. Yep. And then what I want to do is essentially, I want to do text before the space to get the first name, and I want to turn it into capitals. I don't know if that actually matters or not, but then I can split this out into letters and look up in there. So let's split it out into letters. I have another lambda that does that. So that's the letters, and then I just want to X look up. I would normally write this in 1, but I'm just splitting it out for instructional purposes. So look at it in there, return it there. That's going to give me all the values, and then I want to add those up, and that's the value of the first name. So if I sum that, and then I can just do that, and then I can say I want the max of all of those, and it is 139, and that's the bonus is done. Okay. Question 1, what state is the child from? So this is just a straight X lookup. The child's name in here, and tell me what state they are from. Then we want to look up whether they're naughty or nice. So let's go back to saying equals count if this true. And then basically if that is above 2, so if that actually is greater than or equal to 2, so let's just do above 1, then do nice, otherwise do naughty. And then this is just looking up what the child is. It's the same thing as what we did before. So I'm going to look up the child in the name and return what they are. What is the most requested toy from each of the following estates? So I'm going to filter the toys for where the state is the given state. That's going to give me a list of every toy in that state, and then I'm just going to use my most of lambda again. I actually have a most common version which just gives me the top item. So that's that. And then what is the most requested toy of the following states for nice or naughty children? So I just need to add another metric to my filter there. So you can filter on 2 criteria by putting the first one in brackets and timesing it by a second one. So my second one is going to be this equals this, and hopefully that's right. Yeah, there we go. Number 5, this is where the case gets a bit harder. How many trips does Santa make to the following states? So he can only deliver presents that take up to 10 space in his sack at a time. So I'll do this in a data table in a new tab. Example 5. So I'm going to look up that in here. Return G. So we want everything in Texas, so I'm just going to say filter the whole data table where the state equals whatever it's asking for. And then I think the question says that he's going to deliver one state at a time in alphabetical order by name. So I want to order this by the first column in name. So let's say let A be that, and I want to sort A by the first column. So that's going to give me everyone in alphabetical order, and now I need to figure out the toys. Now because this is dynamic, I don't want to just XLOOKUP on this because it might change in size. So I'm going to say XLOOKUP choose columns, this array, and the column is 3, that's the toy. So I want to look for that toy in the space capacity here, and I want to return how much space it takes up. So that's all the space. Now I want to give everything like a delivery number. So I'm going to kind of do a cumulative running total. So the first one's 8, and then I'm going to say if the next delivery plus the cumulative running total is greater than 10, then just give me this thing by itself. Otherwise, give me this thing plus what we had before. And as I run that down, what we should see is that we have 8, and then we go on to a new delivery, 4, and we include the 1 and the 2 and the 2. So basically this is going to be the next delivery, this is going to be the next delivery, and so on and so on. So let's just get a true or false if we're above 10. So I want to say is the cumulative running total plus the next thing greater than or equal to 10. So this is going to give us a true. This one will be false by default. So it's going to give us a true whenever we start a new delivery. I actually want greater than 10, not greater than or equal to 10. So then I should see the new deliveries line up at the start each time. So I can then say delivery number, that's always going to be 1. And then I'm going to say if this is true, then it's the delivery from before plus 1. Otherwise it's the delivery from before. We're not in a new delivery. So this is all my delivery numbers. And the question is asking for how many deliveries does he do. So we should see a 59 at the bottom. And we do. The only thing is this, because this array might change size, I'm just going to pull that down because we have no new gifts here. it's always going to be retained at 59. I could probably do that cleaner with a dynamic array somehow, with a scan, but it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to equal the final number there and do everything in a data table. Then we want to know the letter of the surname of the first person being delivered to on each nth delivery. So we already have this set up, so let's just go example 6, and we want to go out to H here. So we want to do XLOOKUP this delivery number in here and return the person's name. So that's going to give us this person, and we wanted their surname, so we do text after the space. That's just going to give us a surname, and we want the first letter of it, so we just do left of that. And let's put our questions in. That should be that done. And then finally, we are saying that Santa takes 5 seconds for each delivery number. That includes going back to the North Pole, refilling and delivering. But he also eats this snack and this drink. He drinks and eats at the same time, so it's going to take him the amount of time of whichever one of these numbers takes longer. So I basically want to look up how long it takes to eat or drink all of these things. I probably should do a bigger range. We'll see if it works without a bigger range. So I want to look for those in here and return in here. I'm just worried that this array is going to extend, but we'll see. And then I want max of those. I think there's one more nuance to this. So he only accepts snacks and drinks from nice children. So I want to say if this equals naughty, do 0, otherwise do the XLOOKUP. I wonder if that works for all of those. No, so I don't want to do it in an array. Let's just look up those and drag it down. That's actually a better way, I think, because then I capture if there's more things. Yeah, so let's do another thing in our XLOOKUP. Let's do 0 if it's not found. And then, yeah, the naughty ones don't have a time value associated. Fine. So then we want to say it's 5 seconds times the number of deliveries, which was here, plus the sum of this. And that should be 518. It's not, it's 569. So what have I done wrong? I haven't changed to example 7. Yeah, and then we want to round that to the nearest second. So just say round to 0 digits. Let's put our new question numbers in. That was a bit messy. Doesn't matter, it works. And we should be done. So, fairly straightforward case there. I think, again, my lambdas helped me a bit, but the tricky one was question 5. I imagine this is where most people got stuck in the real thing. Getting this delivery number out is a little tricky. I'm always not very good at game cases where it's like, you know, the result of something before impacts the next thing. In this case, it's, you know, getting to 10 deliveries, you have to reset. I always find those things kind of hard to think of the logic in my head and not get some weird circular references. But yeah, this worked out fine. So that is that. Thank you very much.